Hello and welcome! I'm Rin, and this is my Savage prep guide for the new Dawntrail raid. The Archadion normal raids were released recently, and with that, Savage will be releasing on July 30th. There are two ways to prepare. One way I call the self-sufficient method, and the other is mostly having a lot of gil prepared and ready. For the self-sufficient method, it is a long, tedious, some gil investment is required, but in the end you will save on your gear and you can make a lot of gil back. The first and most important thing you're going to want to do is level all your gatherers and crafters to 100. Don't forget to use your custom deliveries, leaves, collectibles, and the Watch You Meki Meki new quests will also help you level them fast. The collectibles are especially good because they will also provide the purple scripts that you will need for your grade 11 crafting and gathering materia to overmeld your sets. Once everything is level 100, you will then start to make your item level 690 crafted gear for gatherers and crafters. This is the Thunderyards, Black Star, Clara Walnut, Ra Kaznar, and Titanium Gold tools that will need to be made for these sets. And after you have this gear created, you will then want to pentameld 12s and 11s into this gear so that you may achieve 1-star crafter and gatherer stats. Again, this is where collectibles are really useful because they will provide you the purple scripts for all these overmelds, which will take a little bit of time. If you have any extra gil, you may want to buy some of the materia too to help the RNG, but the RNG will be the determining factor of how many material you will actually need in the end to successfully pentameld. Now that you are all geared and melded, the next thing you're going to want to think about are the books. Gathering books are now available and they can be bought with purple scripts, again by doing collectibles or even the custom deliveries every week. All the gathering books are available, so save up and buy them as soon as possible before July 30th. As far as the crafter books go, they are not available till July 30th on the date of Savage release. So what you'll want to do is start saving up about around 2k per book, and there's about 8 books. So you're going to want to have about 16k purple scripts, collectible items saved in your retainer and your inventory that you can turn in immediately when Savage releases. Thus, you can then buy all 8 books that you will need to craft the new battle crafted gear that you will need for Savage. In addition, there will also be new food and potions that will be coming as well. Now, we've covered purple script books and materia, but we also will need orange scripts for the materia 12s that are going to be your base and 1 overslot meld in all of your crafters and gatherers if you're going for the high tier set meld, which I did. Again, on Gatherer, this is very time consuming. So again, if you have any extra gil to buy a few 12s on the side, definitely do that. However, there are a few time nodes that give orange scripts that you just keep farming on Gatherer, and eventually you will get enough materia. It will take a while. For crafters, I found the orange scripts to be a little bit easier. I personally am using Culinarian and making the rarefied tacos de carne asada that I'm using for orange scripts for the materia 12s for crafter sets. Now, once everything is all melded, the next thing you'll want to stock up on is the food, crafter and gatherer food, and the craftsman tisane for your crafters. You're going to need these food and potions for 1-star crafting and gathering when Savage releases. Another point I want to make is, at this moment, when you finish getting the gatherer books, which are now available once again with purple scripts, there are some 1-star gathering items that are readily available, and I suggest you start stocking up on those because those will definitely be used in the new battle class crafts. And also, you're going to want to stock up on sands as well. All these will be used in the recipes for the new battle gear, so definitely stock up now. And lastly, the biggest thing everyone is going to want to do is cap your aesthetic tomes. These tomes will be used for materials as well. Usually it takes about 1,600 for a set, might be more this time around, but if you cap 2,000, you should still have a little bit excess materials to even sell. These materials will be high in demand. Many crafters will definitely purchase these items to make multiple sets of gear. So even if you're not doing Savage, this is a nice way to make some gil. Okay, so the next method for preparation is one where maybe you don't have gatherers and crafters. There are still some things you can do to get ready and still not have to need too much gil, but yes, you are going to have some gil ready if you plan to do Savage and you don't have any gatherers or crafters. A good amount of gil to stock up on will be around maybe 7 or 8 mil, and you can easily obtain this from hunts, roulettes, selling items, doing hunt trains and selling any of the items you get from the nuts rewards. Hunt trains is a good way for everyone to stock up on your aesthetics, which you should be capping on, but it also will give you materia 12s and 11s that you will need for your Savage gear. It will also give you nuts that you can use for minions and mounts. And of course, with the release of the new normal raids, the Archadion normal raids, you can also farm those for your gear. They do give item level 710 gear from the normal raids. You can also farm the extremes for your 710 weapon and your 710 accessories. So you could literally have 710 gear from normal raids, extremes, without having to get any of the crafting. The crafted gear will be better because you can pentameld it. So instead of only having two materia per slot, you will have 5 available in crafted gear, which is also going to be item level 710. So this is why I say stock up on gil, because you can hire a crafter, give them your tome mats, and then pay for the materials, the base materials to make your gear. Again, supplementing with maybe some of the normal raids, extreme gear, and some of the crafted gear. And this way you still have enough to go into Savage if you do want to do the new Savage. I hope this guide helps you all get ready for Savage. I'm really excited. I will be streaming it live at twitch.tv/RainyBun. Starting July 30th, new Savage comes out. Get your gear and let's have some fun. Happy Dawntrail. Thank you for watching. See you all in the next video. Have a good one.